The brightness in this laundry room is doing nothing for me today, but today is full on just tackling things on my to-do list. I've got quite a few videos that I need to edit. I am working on like a redo of my dining room, so I'm trying to get some more progress made on that today, but I figured we would start week 4 while I am doing some laundry since I'm just like so focused on getting things checked off. So I've already, you know, weighed in. I'm up a little bit from yesterday, but I totally, well, the end of week 3, if you guys watched that video, but I expected that because yesterday I did not eat very much. And my, like, part of my diet is to stay under 2,000 calories, which has been super easy, but also getting at least like minimum 100 grams of protein, which is recommended. My doctor's like, hey, if you're getting at least 100 grams, I'm okay with that. She would like me to get like close to 150. I could go over that if I wanted to, but my goal for 75 hard was to at least get 100. And towards the end of the day, since I wasn't eating very much, I had like my stomach is bothering me. But I was like, oh, I've got to at least get to a 100. So I had, not yogurt, I had oatmeal with like protein powder mixed in at 8:30 is when I made it at night. And I was like, I know this is still gonna be just like hanging out in my stomach in the morning. So when I stepped on the scale, I was like, yeah, I figured. So anyway, hopefully tomorrow it'll go back down. I'm feeling a little better today, but yeah, my stomach is just like super upset. Anyway, so I've already weighed in. I took my picture. I did my workout. I have only had my one typical cup of coffee in the morning. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking and obviously multitasking is hard for me. Like also, I do not have a lot of room in my brain for multiple things here lately. I seem to be having trouble focusing where I need to like keep all of my attention on one thing. So I don't know, I guess just too much going on. I've got that mom brain, school is starting soon. But anyway, I already had my cup of coffee. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee. I really should eat something. It's just, like I said, my stomach. So I just don't want to eat food until I go to the bathroom. That's the main thing. Like, I am not going to the bathroom regularly. Peeing, totally fine. All the water just coming right out. Oh, that gets hung up. But the other one just has not been regular for the past couple days. So I need to add some more fiber in my diet and make sure. I also have not been taking Bloom like I used to every single day. So maybe I just need to do like a shot of that in the morning instead of mixing it into like a cup of water like I typically do. I know a lot of people just do a shot of that, but yeah, tummy problems. So I did all my morning stuff. I read my book. I'm almost done with it. So I actually put a post out on Instagram on what book, I just dropped, like, I'm a hot mess, y'all. On what book I should read next because I have 3 to pick from. So curious to see. I'm assuming, hold on, I'm gonna get out of the frame for a second. I'm assuming everybody's gonna say like Atomic Habits just because I know that's a super popular book, but I do have 2 other ones picked out. But anyway, my workout this morning, I always forget to start my watch. Oh, I'm like sweating doing this laundry in here. It just turned off, so it's like super hot. But I have no problem doing my workouts, like tracking them on my watch with walks because it's like already set in there. But you guys will have to let me know how you do, like when you're doing random workouts, what do you pick for that? So like today, I really wanted to focus on my arms and less my legs because I feel like I've been doing a lot of walking and my body is sore. It's not like awful, it's just, I just feel it, you know, I feel my whole body right now. So I have an app called Walk Fit, and it gives me, and it's just tiny little workouts. And it gives me a little workout every single day. And typically I do that as an extra workout. Like I don't even log it. It's not included in my 2 45-minute workouts because I'm trying to move my body several times a day and not just the 2 45s because I can be pretty sedentary, especially when I have a lot of editing to do. I will just sit down and edit. So I got that app hoping it would motivate me because it gives you like little awards and stuff like that. I was hoping it would motivate me to move a little bit in the afternoon. So what I've been doing is I've been doing my morning workout, then I'll do that little app, which it's always between 7, I'm sweating again. It's always between 7 and 10 minutes, the videos. And it's like aerobic slash cardio slash just walking and moving your arms, like slow movements. I get my heart rate up a little bit. Sometimes I'll get a sweat on, but it's a very easy video. So I've been doing that in the afternoon. But there's been a couple times where I use that as part of my workout. So that's what I did this morning, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let my body rest a little bit. So it was a 7-minute video today. So I did that, and then I set my timer for 45 minutes. So I don't even know how long I did arms, but I did a variety of arm movements. Maybe I will, with 10-pound weights, maybe I'll film myself one time when I'm doing my strength training. So I focus on arms. I could have done harder. Like the 10 pounds were hard, but I was up to 20 and 25 pound dumbbells. And now like the 10s, I was like, I can feel the burn. Do I want to push myself? I totally should have pushed myself. But I already had the 10s out. So I was like, mental note, next time I'll do the 15s. And then if I'm still like, okay, I could have done harder, then I'll go up to the 20s. But the 10s worked good. I feel the burn in my arms. I will feel them tomorrow for sure. So I did however long of just different arm exercises. And then I did 10 minutes on my vibration plate. And that's another thing that typically I have not been counting as my workout. But again, today I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna count it all, give myself some grace while still getting that 45 minutes done. So I did the vibration plate for 10 minutes, and that put me over 45 minutes. I think it was at like 52 minutes or whatever. So however long I was working on my arms is that. So I did my workout, and I like easily got myself ready today, knowing like no makeup, nothing. My skin is a little, not too angry, but it's a little angry at me right now. I fell asleep yesterday and the day before, like this weekend. The weekends are really the hardest for me, but I slept in my makeup. Not that I wear a lot, but still, sleeping in your makeup is a big no-no. And I did that this weekend, 2 days in a row. So I'm giving my skin a little breather. I did like a heavy cleanse this morning, and I did some moisturizer and some, what else did I put on it? I put something else on it. It tingles a little bit. I can't remember what it's like a pad with, what is in it? It helps with acne. Anyway, it clears your pores out. So I did that. So my face is all nice and glistening, plus sweating with this hot laundry is not helping, but I figured I would just chat with you guys a little bit, even though I'm all over the place, but kind of get you up to date. Did I even end the video yesterday? I don't know. I think I did. I think I filmed eating my oatmeal late, but anyway. At least I'm checking everything off the boxes, okay? I'm still doing it. It's just getting a little crazy. I'm still on a mission to finish, you know, still go with 75 hard. And I guess what, day 25, well, day 26, I guess the start of day 26 will be the official, you know, made it through a third of the way. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be, is it Thursday this week or something like that? Today's day 22. So yeah, Thursday. So anyway, I'm going to finish hanging up laundry. I started to load this morning and then just refresh the dryer because I did not hang all this stuff up yesterday. I try to just do one load a day. Some days I do more than one if it's like a catch-up day, or if I'm doing bedding, then I'm trying to do it all in one day, all the kids' bedding. So anyway, I'm going to do this. I am not eating breakfast. I may not eat lunch. I may just have, well, I should not have a heavy dinner. So maybe I'll like eat something big, like a lot of protein, like late or early afternoon, like 2-ish. We'll see. I don't know what time it is now. Oh, yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes. We're just going to pretend that I am a fully functional adult. Okay? It is almost 11 o'clock. So yeah, I'm gonna make my coffee with the protein shake, and then I will decide at like 2 o'clock what to eat. Probably something involving eggs, cottage cheese, high protein things to get that protein up, because I'm not 100% sure what we're having for dinner tonight. I have not meal planned, but I have tons of food like options on hand. So anyway, that's how we're starting week 4. A little all over the place, a little rundown, not too bad. I know I'll be able to turn this around. I will start to feel better soon, but it's just not feeling well, and knowing you're doing a challenge and you have to get, you know, all these things done. It's a little chaotic. So I will see you guys when I make my first official meal of the day. All right, I did take a picture of what I had at like 1:30, I believe. I basically just had, I was gonna have eggs and I was like, I'm not feeling eggs. So I just had a yogurt, blackberries, and 2 pieces of toast with some butter. Like I said, my stomach is acting a little wonky. So we'll see how this does. I don't know. I already had this planned for dinner, so I was like, I think it'll be okay. But this is some ravioli that I picked up from Sam's Club. It is, I think it's bacon and cheese. It's like carbonara or something like that. So I have 150 grams of that weighed out. And then I have half a cup of this sauce, which is, all it is a jar of marinara sauce, Rayo's, and then a jar of Rayo's garlic Alfredo. So I just mix those 2 together. And then I baked some meatballs, and I have 1 serving, which is 4 meatballs on here. And what I do is I just kind of cut the meatballs into 4, and then I'll cut the ravioli up, and it'll just be a big old hodgepodge all mixed together. But that's how I will eat it. But this is what I'm having for dinner. This is actually a little more than I typically have, so I'm not eating anything else today. It's really bright. I didn't turn my brightness back up on my phone, but I only have 385 calories left for the day, 36 protein, so I'm over 100, which is good. I'm over on fat, but like I think I've mentioned, I'm not worried about where the carbs or the fat lie. I just want to make sure I stay under 2,000 calories and I get over 100 grams of protein, and I have 150 set in here to get to that 2,000 calories. So 36 isn't awful, and I've got 74 carbs left. So dinner is 805 calories, which again is bigger, but I've only had 2 meals today, so that's all right. I am still working on my 3rd water. I have about half probably, and then I'll have another 8 ounces and I'll finish with that. But I'm going to go ahead and add it in here because I know I'm going to have it. I haven't had any problem getting my water. I'm going to go ahead and complete my diary with y'all. 189 it says, but it changes all the time depending on my weight is and how many calories I actually eat in the day. But all I've got left to do is, well, I'm going to eat this. I will finish my water. I'm going to finish this and then add 8 more ounces. But I do still need to do my outdoor workout, and it looks like it's going to rain, you guys. I should have done my outdoor workout this morning with Mark. He walks outdoors twice a day. That's what he does. It's just what fits into his schedule right now because he works outside of the home. So he goes on a walk early in the morning, gets ready for work, goes to work, and then he goes on a walk again with me at the end of the day. So he does 2 outdoor walks, but I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this weather, and hopefully I don't have to do it in the rain. Good morning. We are currently on Wednesday, day 24. So close to being a third of the way done. I am still in my pajamas. I have not brushed my hair yet. I did just quickly throw on mascara just so I didn't look like, you know, just totally run down. But I don't think I picked up the camera at all yesterday. I had my 2nd cup of coffee is done. I was just out and about. I had lunch with my mom, so I'm gonna pop up. I weighed in, which is not required for 75 hard. I just like to see the fluctuations to really teach myself that is okay, whatever the scale says, as long as you're doing the right things and you're feeling good. And I'm gonna touch base on that in a little bit. But I weighed in yesterday. I took my daily picture. I did not have any breakfast. I don't think I took a picture of like my coffee in my book, but I did have 1 cup of coffee. I read my 10 pages. I finished that book, Good Energy. So I'm gonna show you guys the one that I'm starting. I'm sorry you guys didn't, I'm sure you already voted, but I have not yet edited week 3 and posted it. But I did put a poll over on Instagram, so I hope you guys are following me over there. It's still the same, Life by Vanessa, and Atomic Habits won. Not by a whole lot though. I really thought, because of how popular that book was, that it was gonna just like completely blow the other two, but I Can Do Hard Things, is that the other one? Something like that. That one was pretty close up there. So, and then Worthy did get a few votes, but I'm gonna read Atomic Habits and then I'll read I Can Do Hard Things next. Atomic Habits doesn't even feel like it's a very big book, so we'll see how long it takes me to get through it. But anyway, I did my reading. I did a very like easy walking pad. I closed my eyes a couple times on that walking pad yesterday as my first workout because I did it so early and I really thought I was gonna fall asleep on it. I was like, whoa, I was so tired when I woke up. But I went out to lunch with my mom. It was like an hour drive. So we hung out for a few hours. I'll pop up that picture, what we had for lunch. If you guys are in the area or not too far, you should definitely go to City Market. The City Market, or is it just City Market? I don't know, in Luling. It has the best sausage, like so good. So we had lunch together. And then came home, got some stuff done. I am almost done with the dining room. I even started on the bedroom. I'm not done with the living room yet, but those are like the 3 areas that I'm working on right now. Dogs are playing. As far as like declutter and cleaning videos you guys are gonna be getting here soon. So I worked some more on that, sold some more stuff, some furniture. I'm really like getting rid of a lot. So anyway, I got that done, and then what else did I do? I drank all my water. I actually had 136 ounces because I got a bottled water when I was out, and it ended up being, you know, more. I had my 3 40 ounces, and then that bottled water was 16.9 or whatever. So whatever that ended up being, 136, 138 ounces, something like that. So I had all my water, and then I finally made the recipe that it sounded so good a few weeks ago, and I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing it off. So I finally made the macro-friendly foods sheet pan chicken pot pie. And then I brought brisket home from City Market. So half the kids had brisket. Actually, I think Pearl's the only one who had the chicken pot pie with Mark and I. So I've got quite a bit of leftovers. So we're just doing leftovers tonight. So I'll pop up that picture, even though like the pot pie, I took a picture of it already like mashed on my plate. I should have taken a picture of it on the baking sheet or the pan or whatever. It definitely looked pretty. When I pulled it out of the oven, I didn't think about getting like a pretty picture, you know? So anyway, did that, and then we did our nightly walk as always. So with that being said, caught up as far as yesterday. Coming into today, I've already had 1 cup of coffee. I did like some of my Instagram stuff that I wanted to do. I've edited a video. I got up pretty early this morning. I had groceries delivered. I did not film my grocery haul for this week. It was only $100 from Walmart. Kind of just things that we had run out of because I just posted the Sam's Club haul today, which was it Tuesday last week? So over a week ago, I went to Sam's Club. I honestly forgot about it. It was just sitting, the footage was just sitting in my computer. So I edited that, got that done. But anyway, we are coming into today, and I'm having my 2nd cup of coffee. I'm not eating anything for breakfast today because I did not take a picture. And you guys, this is just how the scale can get into your head. So I was up on the scale today by a little over a pound. And when I stepped on the scale, because I don't feel, well, I feel gross. I need to poop, okay? I need to poop. I have been going to the bathroom the past, this is day 4, but only like a little bit each day, like once, and it's only like a little bit each time. So I know I am like full, you know, I'm full of poop. So anyway, I feel heavy, so stepping on the scale was like, oh. And then yesterday, with eating at a barbecue place, all that sodium, but when I stepped on the scale, I didn't even take a picture of it. That's how in my head I got with it. But then when I stepped off the scale, I was like, you know what? Screw you. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I did not eat 3,500 calories. I think that's the number, which is 1 pound, over my maintenance yesterday because I log all my food. So I know, and my logging for the restaurant probably wasn't as exact as it could have been because it's kind of hard when you're logging from a restaurant, but I know I did not like gain a pound, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping today I can kind of go to the bathroom and get some of this, you know, sodium and water weight, whatever, out of my system, and tomorrow's weighing is a little better. But you know what, if tomorrow it's still up a little bit, I'm okay with that, as long as I'm feeling okay. So I just wanted to say that it did get in my head a little bit this morning where I did not take a picture. But at least that's not a requirement for 75 hard, you know, to weigh in every day. I just do it so I kind of know. I am a little nervous about this week though, because there's 4 days, counting yesterday, that I am eating outside of the home. This week just happened to be, you know, a lot back to back to back. So we'll see how it is at like the end of the week. But anyway, I'm having 2 cups of coffee because I feel like coffee does help you go to the bathroom. And I used to drink 2 cups of coffee back to back every single day, and without fail, I would go to the bathroom every single day in the morning. So 2nd cup is brewed. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to read my 10 pages because I have not done that yet. And then I'm gonna get myself ready for the day. Actually, I'll get myself ready for the day. And then I think I'm gonna do an arm workout today. We'll see how I'm feeling. Like, my stomach is really throwing me off because I just don't wanna do anything. I just wanna sit down and hang out and chill. So we'll see if I do the walking pad again like yesterday, or, oh my gosh, I gotta take these dogs out. They've got the like, what do I call it when Maple goes crazy? I'm having a mind fart right now, but, oh, the zoomies. They've got the zoomies. I need to take them out. So I'm gonna finish getting my coffee ready, take them out so they can run outside instead of run and play in my house. And then while I'm outside with my coffee, I'll read my 10 pages. Get ready for the day, and hopefully I'll bring you guys along with me a little bit more today than yesterday. Okay, let me get a little closer. It is a little bit later than when I left you guys this morning. I did some more computer work, had some phone calls to make, but 45 minutes, 13 seconds on the walking pad. I started at speed 2 for 15 minutes just to like warm my body up. Then I went to 2.5 for what, 25 minutes? I think 25 minutes or so. And then the last little bit, I upped it to 3. So I'm a little out of breath right now. I'm like wearing, I should have put like exercise stuff on. I'm wearing this is pretty thick shirt because I don't feel good. I like to wear like oversized clothes when my tummy's like, ugh, you know, and then pants. So I am like full of sweat, but I feel good. And I'm actually a little hungry. I'm still working on my first 40 ounces of water. What time is it? It's 11:25. So I'm going to sip on this for a little bit. I'm on the last episode. The girls really wanted me to watch, like get caught up with The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I'm on the last episode of season 2. I know season 3 is already out. That's where they're like, hurry up, mom. So I'm just gonna sit down. I got 26 minutes left. Sit down, drink my water. I'll probably like go through some emails that I've got. Mainly I get like a ton of junk emails. So it's just deleting them, but I'm gonna do that. And then I will make some lunch and show you guys what I'm having. Most likely it's gonna be breakfast food, just FYI. Okay, psych. I know you thought it was gonna be breakfast food, but since I got that brisket yesterday and there's still half of this casserole left, I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat it for lunch, and I have it in my macros for dinner as well. We'll see if I change it up. But for now, I'm having it twice today, just so I can eat it up. The rest of my family are not huge on leftovers, so I typically, if there's leftovers or anything, I will have it for lunch for, you know, several days. So I figured, you know what, if I just eat it twice today, and we are having a leftover night because we have some of the ravioli left as well. So hopefully we can clean out all the leftovers and start tomorrow fresh. But I'm having the chicken pot pie that I made last night for lunch today. All right, I am already ready for the day. I have not even taken a sip of my first coffee yet. I just made it, just sat down. So I'm gonna be working on this, but did I even end the day yesterday? I'll catch y'all up later on today. Right now, I'm just sharing that it is day 25. So after today, we'll be a third of the way through. Thank goodness. Yesterday, I started this book. 10 pages exactly is the introduction. So now I actually get into the book. So I'm gonna do my 10 pages and then I am heading out the door. I'm gonna be out of the house for a few hours. Haven't even got my first workout in, you guys. I should have woke up earlier, but I didn't. So like I said, I just wanted to say good morning, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. You guys cannot see too much of the mess that is on my kitchen counter. It's become a catch-all right now. Well, I say right now, it's always a catch-all. But speaking of catching up, yesterday, I don't know if I picked up the camera at all, but I did weigh in I was gonna come back. I didn't take a picture because I could not take a picture. But it was 2.1, which is almost a pound more than I was the day before. But I told myself I should have just snapped the picture, but the not so friendly one on, one of my shoulders was in my head. So I did not, but I knew because yesterday, or the day before, I had eaten out at a barbecue place, so all that sodium and everything, it was delicious. If you guys are in the Luling area, you should definitely try it out. But it was absolutely delicious. So I had that for lunch, and I knew coming into yesterday that it was, going to reflect a little. Plus, I'm still a little not as constipated. Things are starting to move, but I'm still not going as often as I should, or as much as I should during the day. So I'm still feeling a little icky, but things are getting better. So it was 2.1, but then this morning when I stepped on the scale, I was like, okay, why were you in your head yesterday? Because it was, I'll pop up the picture, but 200.5, so a pound and a half in one day. So I did good, but, or I say I did good, I knew that wasn't the case. But going back to pictures to see what I did yesterday, so yesterday was just an at-home day. It didn't really do much. I think, yeah, I did the walking pad a little later in the day, and then I had leftovers for lunch. I think I did film that yesterday. I think I did film a little bit yesterday. I started a new book. Maybe I just didn't film after I had lunch. Yeah, after I had lunch, I feel like the rest of the day, I just felt icky for some reason. So I did go on my nightly walk, as always, with my husband, but it was later than normal. And I did not eat dinner yesterday. My stomach was just really bothering me, but I had not gotten to 100 grams of protein. So I did have a yogurt yesterday, late afternoon. I think the last time I ate was at 5:15-ish. So I had a yogurt, and then I had what else did I have? I had something, a protein bar. I think I had a protein bar to get me to 100. I was at 102 or something like that grams of protein, and I had 700 calories left for the day. So I definitely, weighing in this morning, I didn't eat much yesterday, but I did get in my 100 grams of protein since that was part of the diet that I chose. And then today, of course, I stepped on the scale and I was like, why was I even in my head yesterday? Why was I even, or the day before? Yeah, no, yesterday. Why was I even in my head? So today, ate out again, and I'm actually eating out 2 more times this week. It's just how things are going. We got plans and stuff like that. So I picked a salad though. It's actually, I always get this salad at Cheesecake Factory. I took the girls and my mom met us, and we did the last of the school shopping, you guys. Done. Kids go back on the 19th, so they've got everything that they need. So I'll pop up a picture of my lunch, and then while I was out, I had 40 ounces of water. I had filled up my first 40 and taken that with me, and I finished that, and now I'm on my third, and it is 5:22. So I'm on my third. It's still full. I've only had maybe 4 sips, so I do need to start working on that, because typically by about 7:30, I mean, I have 2 hours, but by 7:30, I only need 8 ounces for when I get back from my walk. So with that, I did do another walking pad today. I actually I was on the walking pad. I stopped it right at 45 minutes just because I don't, with all the walking I've done today. Oh, don't look at my messy kitchen. My arm's tired from holding y'all up though. With all the walking that I did today, I was like, gosh, I should really do like arms or something, but I didn't want to. So I did more walking. So I think it was at like 3 o'clock maybe. I was already over 10,000 steps for the day because we went, you know, shopping. We were at an outside mall, so it's a lot of walking. But I was like, oh, my legs are gonna be so sore tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna do some kind of arm workout for sure. Hold me to it. I'm gonna do an arm workout. But while I was on the walking pad, I started my Oxford year. That's what it's called on Netflix. I kept seeing it pop up everywhere, and I didn't realize it was gonna be, you know, a little sad. I was like, oh God, I thought this was just gonna be like some cutesy little easy to throw up on the TV and have, like, you know, for my walking pad and then doing dishes and stuff like that, just have on the background. But it was like, I was watching it, like I had to sit down and watch it. It was a little sad. So I watched that, and now I'm still sitting on the chair just so you guys can't see all the mess that's around me. But I did do dishes and I got laundry started. I need a hand wash. But I'm about to break and have some dinner. So I think that's catching you guys up. Yeah, I did the walking pad. Oh, I didn't eat all of my lunch, so I did have an afternoon snack of a yogurt and some granola just to get me over my protein, because I was over my protein if I would have eaten all of my lunch, but I did not. I only ate about half of it. So I needed to add some more protein in. So I had a yogurt and granola, and then I'm gonna have leftover, I think there's one, I'm pretty sure there's enough for one more serving of the chicken pot pie. So that's what I'm about to make. I'm gonna have my chicken pot pie, and that way I'm kind of like not eating anything the rest of the night. I'm trying to help myself. What's the word that I'm thinking of? Where you don't eat? I don't remember. I'm trying to cut off my eating earlier in the night and not eating like late at night, because again, it just sits in my stomach, and with me not going regularly just yet, I don't need anything extra in my tum-tum when I'm trying to sleep and all of that. So I figured by like 6:30 is when I want to be done with everything, and I'm like cut off for the night except for water. So I'm about to make my dinner, chicken pot pie. That's what I'm gonna have with a slice of cheese on it. And then I've already read. I'm into the book now. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm only, 20 pages in. So I almost read more this morning, but I didn't have time. I'm really enjoying Atomic Habits. I think that's gonna be really cool to start, realizing what I need. I think I'll get a lot out of that book. So anyway, hopefully that caught y'all up, because I cannot even remember. Yesterday, I know I didn't film after a certain point, and then this morning I just hopped on real quick. So I probably edited the heck out of this if I like double said something or talked about something that I had already talked about. But all right, I'm gonna make myself some dinner. I'll go ahead and like pop up the picture. It's not super pretty, but it tastes really good. Macro-friendly foods, chicken pot pie. Oh, my order has arrived, kitty litter, for our automatic litter box for the cat. So I'm gonna grab that off the front porch. And then I will be back to end the night. We'll see how I do with this water. I was really hoping to like have a hot cup of tea tonight and take a bath, but I've got to get through this water first. I should just gulp it down and finish it up, but we'll see. We shall see. All right, guys, you're gonna hear the dogs. I was gonna show you I need to up my fiber, that's for sure. So, oops, wrong thing. Get out. I've had 15 grams of fiber today, and I think I'm supposed to be aiming for, that wasn't part of like, my diet restrictions or whatever for 75 hard, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be getting like 25, maybe 30. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Grams of fiber, so that might also be why I'm, having trouble going to the bathroom. I promise I won't talk about going to the bathroom in every video. It's just been the theme of this week. But I am done. I already drank all my water. I'm gonna add this little honey stick. It has like enzymes and stuff in it. I'm gonna add that to my tea this time instead of the wildflower honey that I have. But you guys, all the walking that I did, you can't see that, but I
I think 16,000 steps. I'll check on that in a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and complete my diary. I have 37 grams of protein left and 480 calories. So that's pretty good. A little better today. And then if I go to 16,560 on my watch. Now, I'll look at my ring in a second. They are never like exactly the same. But nightly walk was definitely later tonight. We had to drive one of the kiddos' friends home, and they live a little further away. So we didn't even start until 8:39. So we ended at 9:25, did 45 minutes. Heart rate did pretty good. I was in the moderate, so I definitely need to like start trying to pick it up a little bit. But I was having, yesterday was awesome. I didn't have any pain at all. Today there was a little bit of hip pain. My body has experienced more stress today than usual. That's because I was walking in the heat, an outdoor mall, you know. Let me let it update. Okay. Oh, actually, they're not too far apart. My ring, 16,649. What was my watch? 16,500 something. So that's pretty close, but awesome. Definitely lots of steps tonight, but checked everything off. Feeling good, a little tired because it's a little later than normal, but I am going to end the night with, this is the sleepy time tea. I think I showed you guys it. I haven't had tea in a while, but ending the night with that. I'm gonna add my little honey stick and probably read my fiction book, or I don't know, I'm really liking Atomic Habits so far, so I'm gonna do some reading, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be my fiction book. But we are officially done with day 25, which means we are a third of the way done. Mark and I did like a little, well, he like fist bumped me. I think he had some pills in his hand, but I was trying to give him a high five, and it was like this. It was like this. But we did a little fist bump high five for getting a third of the way through. Happy Friday. Good morning. We are on day 26 of 75 hard. So I had a little slow morning. Mark's truck needs some work. So the past 2 days I've been driving him to work. And when I got back, I was like, oh, I just want to chill. So I already had my coffee. I just filled my first water for the first time. So 40 ounces, about to start on that. Weighed in. I have not taken my picture yet, but I have read. I'm really liking that book. So I'm enjoying Atomic Habits. And now I'm going to have some breakfast. So for breakfast today, I've got a key lime ratio protein with 1 serving, which is a 1/4 cup of the granola. And then this is the caramel brioche bread that I got from the base, from the commissary. And then my mom and I went to Luling a few days ago, and on the way, of course, we passed a Buc-ee's and had to go in, and I got quite a few honey items, and this was one of them. It's whipped honey with cinnamon. I mean, the only ingredient, I think there's 2 ingredients, pure honeybee honey and cinnamon. That's it. So I have a serving of that, which is a little much. I think the next time I use this, I'm only going to do half a serving, but it's 1 tablespoon, and that's a lot for 1 slice of toast. So I've got 1 serving on there, and then I have one of those Sun Gold. I think they were called Sun Gold, right? I don't know. It's a 1 kiwi. So this is what I'm having for breakfast. I'm not super hungry because I just finished my coffee, but I wanted to get my day started. So I'm eating. I'm going to do my workout, which I'm just probably going to do, I don't know. I want to do arms, but I just want to walk. It's hard. The first workout of the day is hard because I just want to get it over with. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably do arms. I need to do arms. So I'm going to eat this as my like fuel for my arms, and then I'm going to get ready for the day. I have not taken my picture yet, so I need to do that, but I wanted to go ahead and pop on and say good morning and share my breakfast with you. Okay, back in the laundry room with me. I had my breakfast. For my first workout, I did 10 minutes on the vibration plate. I just feel like my legs are super sore, so I wanted to just kind of like work them out a little bit. And then I did a 7-minute, although I didn't really count that because I did do my arms for 35 minutes, but I did a 7-minute, I don't know what kind of workout to call it. It's really just like getting your body moving, not as tough as like an aerobics video, but you're moving your arms. It's no weights, and it's all standing, so you're like
marching in place as a warm-up. You're doing like skater flows and stuff. Anyway, it's a 7-minute workout that I get a daily workout from the app WalkFit. I got that a while ago and I haven't really been using it. So I was like, you know what, this is the perfect time just to get my body moving. So I did that kind of like an extra thing just to get me warmed up some more after the vibration plate. And then, hold on, I'm about to put my comforter from my bed in the wash and it's big. But I did that, and then I did 35 minutes of a arm workout that I just did, like arm movements, arm exercises. And since the last time I did arms, I did, hold on, box too, and it's like right here, but normal bleach is in my cabinet over there because I really only use it on my bedding because my bedding's white. But anyway, last time I did arms, I used 10 pounds because I was afraid that since it had been a while since I'd done any strength training that I was going to be super sore. I didn't feel anything in my arms. So I was like, okay, Vanessa, step it up next time. Actually, I'll just leave that sitting there until I'm done. So I used the 15 pounds, which still I could push myself. I could use 20 pounds. So maybe next time I'll use 20 pounds because I was able to do 10 reps 3 times of all the exercises that I did. Now, after like the 8th rep, there's a little bit of like pushing myself, you know, involved with the various movements, but I need to challenge myself, you know, and I can do 20 pounds. I could get, I'm thinking 8 reps. It might be a chore, maybe like 6, and then the last 2 to get to 8 will hurt a little. You know, I got to put a little extra push in there to get it done, but I'm pretty sure I could do it. So next time I do arms, I'm going to use the 20s and see what that does. But I am feeling like my muscles are feeling doing 35 minutes. Now that's not nonstop. I do 10 reps of one movement, and then what I've been doing is I just like kind of walk in place for 25 seconds, and then I do them again, 25 seconds, and I do them again. So using the 20 pounds, I might need a little bit of a longer break in between sets, but I did quite a few different arm movements. So I'm going to, oh, that's in the way. I'm going to get the dryer started with towels, the washer started with my comforter. So I checked off, I took my picture, and I got myself ready after my workout to just, typically the morning workout, depending on what I'm doing, I do it in my pajamas. So I was in my pajamas. So I got myself ready. I rinsed off real quick in some Luke cold water. My shower, I've been trying to, after reading Good Energy, she suggests doing some kind of like cold therapy every single day. And the easiest one to put into your daily habit is just turning the shower to cold, like the last 2 minutes of your shower. My shower, I don't know what's going on with our water, because maybe it's because of how hot it is, I don't know. But it does not get like frigid cold at all. It's like lukewarm. That's as cold as my shower. I've let it run, and I'm like, no cold water is coming out. So I just rinsed off a little bit with as cold as I could get it, and then just quickly got myself ready for the day. But it is already almost noon. I feel like this morning has been pretty slow. 11:48. Bryce, my son, does have a doctor's appointment today, just his yearly checkup. Nothing's going on. Just his yearly checkup that I try to do them all their checkups like during the summer. I think they're 6 months because they go to the dentist every 6 months. So their 6-month checkup is like the first month of school or whatever. I need to try to like push those or get them in early. I don't know, get them in early or whatever, do something to get them all during the summer. But anyway, Bryce has a doctor's appointment today, so I'm going to be going out of the house. And because I didn't eat breakfast till a little later, I don't think I'm going to eat lunch until I get back. Since it's just a quick checkup, we're not doing anything else. I'll just be gone for maybe an hour, if that. So I will see you guys when it comes to lunchtime. Okay, back home, lunchtime. It is 1:45. I just finished my first 40 ounces of water, so I almost forgot to fill that up. I need to fill that up, so I'm going to do that. For lunch today, this has been in my
pantry for a while. So I was like, you know what? It's the last one. I think I had 3 total different soups by Progresso. So I'm gonna have that just to get it out of my pantry, and 1 small apple that I chopped up. So this is my lunch today. Okay, dinner is served. I made macro-friendly foods, Korean beef over rice, and typically when we have this kind of a dinner, we have cucumbers as well, but we do not have any cucumbers. So I just put a little extra carrots on there. I weighed everything out, but this is what I'm gonna have for dinner. Okay, just got back from my walk. I am checking off, I've got my planner right here. So I'm checking off my outdoor walk, my follow diet. I had my dinner. I needed a little bit more protein, so I had a Barbell bar. So I had that like 5 minutes after I finished eating dinner. That was really good. I like the ground beef mixture with the rice, and everybody else loved it too because there's no leftovers, and that rarely happens in my house where there's no leftovers. It also didn't make like a ton, so there's that. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull out another pound of ground beef because Mark and I are actually on our own this weekend for a little bit because our kiddos are going over to my parents' house to spend the night. They do that quite frequently. Used to be like once a month, but it's actually been a while. So I think they're excited to do that. So Mark and I have got a little time on our own this weekend, and I would love to remake that. If I don't make that for dinner, I feel like that would be a great like meal prep, especially for Mark to take to work if he wants to eat that. So anyway, I'm ending the night. We went really slow. Mark is having some lower back pain. So got to get that taken care of because he's doing 75 hard with me also. So we walked pretty slow, ending the night taking my, I know you guys can't see them, but taking my supplements. I've only got 8 ounces of water to finish, so I'll be able to gulp that down with my supplements. But that is it for Friday night, day 26. We are nearing the end of week 4 and then starting the second third of the program. So we're doing it every day, but I will see you guys again tomorrow. Okay, my arms are a little sore, so we shall see how long I can hold this camera up. I should have just set y'all up and chatted, but I'm gonna go through. It is currently Monday when I'm filming this, but I'm gonna catch you guys up on the weekend because all I did was take pictures. So let me get back in my camera roll and I'll just pop them up. But yeah, this weekend I did not film a ton because Mark and I, the kids, stayed with my parents. They do that every so often. So they can have, you know, alone time with the grandparents, and then Mark and I can get, you know, some stuff done. So it's been helpful. So anyway, all I did was snap some pictures because Mark and I were just doing all sorts of stuff. So I weighed in on Saturday. I think 2 days prior I was 200.5, and then I went up to 200.6 and then 200.7, but that's okay. That's to be expected. I am completely back to normal now. I am going to the bathroom regularly. I feel great. I think what it was is I had gotten into a habit of not taking my nightly supplements that I do. And I think when I start, I'm gonna look the same when I start the next vlog, week 5 for Monday, because today's Monday. But tonight I will show you guys the supplements that I take, just in case you are curious. But I do take those with my doctor's okay, you know, like they checked off and I like, yeah, that's fine, you can take those supplements. So always, I am not a doctor obviously, so always check with your profession or with your doctor. But I weighed in this morning, I'm talking about Saturday, at 200.7, and then I had some breakfast out on, or I did not have breakfast. No, I did not. I just had coffee. I had coffee out on the back porch while the dogs got their sunbathing time, which they do a lot. I got ready for the day. I'll pop up what I wore. I don't wear dresses that often, and I was like, you know what? Since I'm going out to lunch today, I have to move y'all. My arms are so sore. It's like, since I'm going out today, I'm gonna put on a dress. So I did put on a dress, but I did arms first Did I do arms on Saturday or did I do arms on Sunday? I feel like I did arms on Saturday because when I just do like a random workout, I don't like start my watch or anything, so I don't have anything to pop up, but I feel like I did arms. Well, maybe I did arms both days. We'll see when I get to Sunday. Anyway, I did a workout on Saturday, so I got that done, and then I ate lunch at the Alamo Cafe. If you guys have ever, if you're in the San Antonio area, I don't know if they're outside San Antonio or not, but that's kind of like our go-to when we're having a family meal together. We go to the Alamo Cafe, and by like family, I mean my parents, my brother, and his family. We all get together and eat there. It's delicious. I got their Cobb salad, and I could only eat about half of it. It was massive. I don't know what it is with restaurants and making their salads so stinking big. I was like, I cannot eat all of this. So, and I did very good. I did not have any chips and salsa, nothing but my salad. So I had to pat myself on the back for that. And then, oh, okay. Saturday, I did a late first workout. So Sunday I did arms. So forget it. I did not do a workout before I went out to lunch. I did the walking pad right when I got back from lunch. That's what it was. So I'll pop that up. And I think I did level 2 for the first like 20 or so minutes. And then I bumped it up to 2.5 for the rest of the time. So yeah, that's what this is. So I was like, I should have looked at all my pictures first. And then I made dinner. And dinner was so good. It's Korean beef by Macro Friendly Foods. I've made tons of different versions of this. It's basically ground beef, season it however you want, make whatever kind of like sauce mixture that you want, add it to it, let it simmer for a little bit, and then serve it on rice. And I love to have like cucumbers and carrots on the side. I only had, or it was the same thing that I had Friday night. I think I showed you guys Friday night, but Mark and I ran into Target just so, because Friday when I made it, I did not have any cucumbers, and I love cucumbers. Carrots are good too, but I like the mixture of both of them. So we ran into Target and got a cucumber, and we had run out of soy sauce and soy sauce. I think those were the only 2 things that we bought. Yeah, we just ran in and got those 2 things. So it was very, very cheap purchase at Target, which doesn't happen that often, you know? So I made a double batch of that. I cooked a little over 2 pounds of ground beef, and then I made a bunch of rice, and that's probably what I'm gonna have for lunch today. We'll see, because we have leftovers of that. So that's what we had Saturday night for dinner. And then we did our typical outdoor walk that we always do for our outdoor workout. So we did that. We did have to go pretty, well, it says 1918, so I guess we didn't go that slow. I feel like there was one day where we went really slow. Maybe that was Friday, because Mark's lower back was really hurting. Thankfully it doesn't hurt, so I'm really hoping. There's part of the walk that we do every night. We have like our route, you know, around the neighborhood, and there is an option for us to go further than 45 minutes. And I told Mark, I was like, whenever we're feeling it, I would really like to just go and see how long that takes. Just do it. It's just a certain way that we go. There's an option to go a little bit further and then come back, but it would be over the 45 minutes. And both of us are just like, no, we're not ready to tackle that yet. And I'm waiting for a night for it to feel like we're ready to tackle that. So maybe that'll be tonight. I don't know. But I'm hoping that comes soon, that we can do that. So that's how we ended Saturday night. And then Sunday, when I got on the scale, I was very excited. I was like, oh, awesome. Because like it was going up, you know, every single day, just a tiny little bit, but it was going up, and I was like, ugh, stop it. And with me eating out, I was afraid that it was going to do that again, but it did not. It went down to 200.4. So that was awesome. Weighed in Sunday morning, and then let's see, I took my picture. So once a week, I try to take a picture in the same outfit so I can really see like the body recomp. So I took that picture, and I hope you guys are following me over Instagram, because I do the side-by-sides. I'll do the side-by-sides at the very end of this challenge in a video. But if you guys want to see like the progress throughout, then follow me over on Instagram. It's the same, Life by Vanessa. I think there's a dot. There's a period, like life period by period Vanessa. I had to do it that way, but that's me over on Instagram. So took my picture. Yes, here's I'll pop it up, but I did an arm workout, and you guys, today my arms are, I just finished doing a workout, and the dogs want me to take them outside. Just a minute, let me get this done. Let me get this done. Here they are right here. There they are. So
I did an arm workout, and I know I told you guys the last time I did an arm workout that I was gonna do the 20s. I did not. I did 15s, but I like pushed myself a little harder, and dang, my arms are so sore today. So I did arms on Sunday morning. And then let me get through all my side-by-sides. I did not eat a ton yesterday. I just made sure, so I think I was under calories by 700 going into today, but I was really worried because I was eating at my parents'. So I'll pop up a picture. All I had as like a late breakfast was yogurt and granola. So I had that. I did have my coffee as well. That always has protein in it. And then for dinner, I'll pop up my plate, ate at my parents' house because we had to go to my parents' house to pick up the kiddos. We had luling sausage. And the last time I had luling sausage, you know, the scale went up because of all the sodium and whatnot. So I did try to track the best that I could. I'm getting a text message. Oh, that's okay. I tried to track the best that I could, and I was just worried. So I was like, I don't want to eat a whole lot. I really want to enjoy my dinner at my parents' house. So there's my plate right there. She made mac and cheese. We had a salad with some ranch dressing, black-eyed peas, and then the sausage and the barbecue sauce. So I logged all that, but logging that, I did not have enough protein. So Mark and I went to the grocery store last night, and I was gonna film it to share it with you guys because I got some yummy foods, but it was late by the time we got home, and we were like, oh, I just want to go to bed. We were both like sore yesterday, so we just went to bed. I did not track it or film it to share with you guys, but at HEB I got a chomp stick. I am not a fan of those. I definitely prefer Archers. I like those better than the chomps, but because I needed a little extra protein, I grabbed one of those, and that got me to, I think, 102 protein for yesterday, so that's awesome. But before we left my parents, they do have a pool, an in-ground pool. And so Mark and I were like, hey, instead of doing an outside walk, it would be really cool to just swim for 45 minutes. So we did that. And I was all thinking, I do prefer swimming to walking, especially right now with the weather. It's 100 degrees when we go for a walk, even at, 7:30, 8 o'clock, it feels like 100 degrees outside. It's super hot. So swimming was definitely, I feel it today, like my whole body swimming for 45 minutes. And we like walked quickly around the pool, and then we would, swim back and forth. I did like backstrokes, I did side strokes, I did all different kinds of swimming. And then Mark like made up, I don't know if it's made up or not, but he looked hilarious. He was like, I'm gonna do the sitted swim where you just sit cross-legged and the water, kind of like lets you bob and you use your arms. Holy cow. I did that several times, and my arms hurt today because I did the weights in the morning. And then hold on baby, hold on, we're gonna go outside in just a minute. So I enjoyed doing that. The picture that I have though is Mark's watch. I did basically the same thing as him. My heart rate probably higher. My heart rate has always been higher than Mark's. Hi baby, she's telling me. She's like, look, all you're doing is sitting here. She doesn't actually have to go to the bathroom. She just likes to go outside. So the picture that I'm popping up is Mark's like stats and everything like that, because I could not get my watch to start a pool swim. I don't know why. It would not do it. So I had to use his, but we got in the pool at the same time, stayed in. We did basically the same stuff. So just want to let you guys know my heart rate probably would have been a little higher, because that's been the case this whole time. My heart rate has been probably about 20. I think my heart rate is 20 on average higher than Mark. So anyway, we did that, and I think that was it. Yep, that was it for week 4, ending out 1 month, 4 weeks of 75 hard. But sorry I didn't get any like video clips. I just took a bunch of pictures, so I wanted to update you guys to finish out the week. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. I'm gonna start week 4 or week 5, day 29, I think, looking exactly the same because that's today.